Hi, this is Christina Raia, the writer, director, and producer of the short film The Gaze. I'm going to be talking about a scene in the film that is about 2 minutes in. It's probably my favorite scene. The kind of point of it, because it is a kind of meta movie, is that you feel like you're in different films, different kinds of horror films all throughout. And so it's hard to say that it's definitely my favorite, but from a production perspective, it kind of is, because it changed quite a bit from script to screen. Originally, when I wrote it, I had it in mind that the guy that she originally stuns at the end of the scene with her eyes, I wanted to establish very clearly that he was following her from the beginning. And so on the page, there was sort of a cutting between him and her. It starts with her, and it does stay with her for most of it, the way that it appears on screen. I did want to have kind of a long amount of time without cutting so that I would establish that anxiety of walking alone at night as a woman in the world. But I also had beats that cut to him to show him kind of sneaking behind cars from across the street to sort of get to her. I was trying to on the page be a little bit more clear. And when she texts, the moment of what she says was actually supposed to appear on screen, where what it was written as is, I think I got a good one, to imply that she knew he was following her. But when it came to shooting it, we did a camera test where we did it all in one take, and I really loved that because it maintained the anxiety of the tension of that whole walking situation, right? Walking alone by yourself. You never break from that. It happens in real time. I loved that, but also it allowed for two other things. One, on Rewatch, you may notice, if you didn't the first time, that he is there from the moment the scene starts. He is all the way across the street and has been following her. I liked that better because it better represents the way that misogyny and violence against women and all of these things that sort of are embedded into society are harder to pinpoint, are not as in your face. They're under the surface, right? They're in the background. And so I liked that better. And also I liked that you don't know that who she's texting, or necessarily that she notices him, and that it could be more subtle and in her face. In Matrika, who is the actress who plays Ricky, it's more in her face and in the way she kind of side eyes and a little bit of a smirk there. But the audience doesn't know that she's not the standard victim, right, until the spin around. And so that was really found in the camera work with my DP, with Jeanette Sears, when we did a camera test, and we both sort of fell in love with the idea of doing it in one take. And that is a big part of why I love this scene. Some other things that are happening: she is very intentionally wearing red, a kind of Little Red Riding Hood, who's really the wolf in this scenario, kind of a play there. I was playing with that. And it was also sort of building up to the purple that will come in later with the robes that they wear. I was sort of taking you on a color journey a little bit if you watch the film as a whole. And I love the color of this scene. We shot it at this like prime time where it was dusk and there was still a little bit of blue in the sky, and that was something we were really able to push and post, and I just love the look and the feel of it.